Hi everyone, welcome to Lunch Hour Lessons with Allison. I'm Allison Mädl and today is May 2nd, 2019. It is a Thursday. Usually every Wednesday at 12:30 I come to you live to introduce a topic related to nutrition and health that I think is interesting and give you a lesson to take with you into your daily life. But today I'm in San Francisco getting ready to teach a workshop for the Nutritional Therapy Association starting tomorrow. So that's pretty exciting. If you have any questions or like what you hear during the show, be sure to comment or like this video. As always, I'll post a transcript of the lesson on my blog at allisonmadel.com. This week's topic is how to create a new habit. A few weeks ago, I talked about journaling for awareness, which is kind of like being in tune with the small signals our body gives us. And it's like observation without judgment. If upon having these observations, you come across something that you would like to change or do differently, you may decide to create a new habit. This can be anything from doing a few warm-up twists before your daily walk, or doing a daily walk in the first place, or maybe taking your supplements with meals, or drinking a big glass of water the first thing upon waking. The trick is to eventually have it feel strange not to do this action. That would mean that it's an integrated part of your day and the brain would be able to say like, wait, what's missing if you forget? What habits should you create? A new habit should somehow make your life better. And because of this better bonus, you'll be motivated to continue doing it. Let's take two examples, taking a walk and taking your supplements. Maybe as you're observing your life without judgment and being in tune with your body, you notice that you slept really well one night. Ask yourself, did I do something differently the day before to make this happen? If you had taken a walk and then you did it again the next day and you slept well again, that's a sign that the action is worth doing again and keeping as a habit. If you feel worse after walking, it's not a habit worth keeping, but that would be something like an area of investigation you might want to pursue further. Maybe you're walking too far. Same thing with the supplements. If you've been taking stomach acid with meals, for example, and noting how you feel, and then the bottle runs out, and all of a sudden you notice that you feel much heavier after eating than before, maybe like an uncomfortable, full feeling when you haven't really even eaten that much. And then upon reintroducing the stomach acid, this heavy feeling goes away. Because you were paying attention, you noticed that the stomach acid made life better, and so it's worth keeping as a habit. At this point, the trick is to remember to do it. And there is a lot of research out there on how to make and keep habits. The strategy that I found most successful is to attach the desired action to something that I'm already doing that's easy for me and I don't have to think about. Here's how it would work. Say you already regularly take a break from work at 10:30 in the morning and you usually go get a snack then. To create the new habit, instead of just going to get the snack, you would go outside and take a quick walk around the block and then go ahead and get your snack. Yes, it does take a little bit more time, but it's still allocated within that break time window. The most important thing to make the new habit is to have it be quick and easily accomplished. So maybe instead of walking around the block, maybe that's just too much, you can go outside and do 5 squats. Eventually, this can build into more, but at first it has to feel like nothing. The point is not that all of a sudden you're getting a lot of exercise, but that you're getting used to making space in your day where the exercise can happen. Now for the supplements. The trick is to portion out all you need for the day each morning. That's really the biggest thing, is to make that portioning happen. But you have to attach that action to a habit that you're already doing. Do you usually drink a cup of tea in the morning? So you'd keep your supplements near the teapot on the counter so that you see them. And as your tea is brewing, you're going to portion out the supplements into a cute little container, something that you wouldn't mind keeping on the table when you eat a meal. This is kind of better than a plastic baggie or something like that, which won't seem special enough to remember. And when it comes time to actually take the supplements at meals, it does involve getting used to what goes into preparing a meal and setting the table. If you usually get out your eating supplies and you have a napkin and a fork and a glass of water, something like that, the supplements should be right there too, along with everything else. They should be like a visible part of the meal setup to where it eventually seems strange not to have them there. So this again goes with making the new habit part of something you're already doing. You wouldn't get out your fork and napkin and put them in your pocket, so your supplements shouldn't be hidden away there either. That would be, not present on the table with it. If people see your supplements and ask about them, you can tell them a little bit about what you're doing. It's not a big deal. Setting alarms on your phone or scheduling a task into your calendar is the best way that I've found to start making these habits regular. If you normally eat at the same time each day, or even if you don't, it's a good idea to set alarms that say, take supplements. Or for the daily walk, you can set an alarm whenever you would want to do that day. Eventually, when you've mastered the new habit, the alarm becomes unnecessary as long as the habit is still attached to something that you're already doing that's easy. And eventually that becomes easy, the new habit, and then you can add to it. So it's kind of, I think it's called chunking, where you can chunk up different habits around the day. Last, small things are actually much easier to remember than actually doing a big thing 3 times a week, for example. So one day that you don't do the thing can stretch into 2, and then you're out of the habit. And the exception would be something like a scheduled exercise class that you've already committed to, and you would do that once a week. It also helps if you have friends or if you have other people who are interested in doing that same habit with you. That makes it easier to stick with it. So that is all the time we have for today. Feel free to tell a friend this week's lunch hour lesson, which is add a desired action to an existing habit to make it stick. Again, add a desired action to an existing habit to make it stick. Like my page to get the weekend tip that comes out on Saturday, and I'll see you next week. Bye for now.